with the ship's bell at the front of it.
Mm-hmm. Ding.
We now walk upon unholy ground of the water worshippers. All these men seeking to be drowned. This place is anathema to me, you know.
It's always good to face one's fear, insecurity, challenge.
Okay. Do you ring the bell?
Yeah, bang.
All right, you toll the bell. The door eventually opens. There's some under priests that are looking quite scared of the big fiery guy that's coming down. They go rushing away.
Fiery guy is more intimidating than uncultured man who doesn't speak no language and looks confused all the time.
Poor goat. Just a goat wandering around gets eaten. Some random goat. There is no investigation when it disappears. All right, Sabros the Blackheart is there. You kind of see off to the side that he's kneeling down, and two people are putting on his ostentatious hat to receive visitors.
That's a pretty awesome hat with like a Cthulhu on the front or a Kraken or something.
Yep.
That's a pretty cool hat.
Ashoka, he says. He's got a loud booming voice.
Sabros.
And a walking torch.
This is
Chanticleer's eyes flash in anger for a moment. What affront is this in a temple of rain and seawater?
No affront intended. I came to respond to your invitation. My typical guard was indisposed. Chanticleer is a mercenary.
Send this walking campfire out of my temple, or he will be extinguished.
I will wait outside.
Okay, Ashoka will nod.
You can come and try to extinguish me.
A little bit of, as long as he doesn't throw a spell, we're all good. If somebody throws a spell at him, he can spell back all he wants.
He is afraid of me, as he should be. Booming voice in the echoey hall. You know, something tentacled, kind of moving, almost like it's half dead inside the big basin of fish guts.
Your reputation does precede you, Sabros.
Have you brought an offering? You have entered a holy hall. Or are you but driftwood upon the sea, listless and irrelevant?
I've come to offer you a crack at the Pennypincher.
Pennypincher? Yes, your condemned criminal, a former master of an old ludus from the imperial capital. He angered many, didn't he? Yeah, I don't know if it's pointless when your god actually has water as a domain and your antithesis is fire as a domain. I think two priests would probably, butt heads right away. The evil priest walks into the good temple. You don't think there would be raised voices or concern? I think it's more of a religious thing than a racism thing. Although, yeah, he was being racist in his comments. Yeah.
Go away, Tinder Twig.
Yeah, exactly. He also seems to be a loud, boisterous person. He's like speaking in a booming voice constantly.
Got that spell that makes he's got that Gandalf spell.
He's got some really, really big lungs, perhaps.
Yes. I wish to forward goodwill between us with a offering.
Yes.
That's
Yes, this
prestige
Prentice.
is the offering.
You will allow me to have my gladiators kill your condemned.
I would like for there to be a duel. First crack at him.
Yes. First crack. But we saw him win all 3 of his placement matches. Yet another placement match was not put before him. While I know that he is veteran... Is that his tier?
Yes.
He may very well be above that in tier. We did not find out. I suggest that I put up against your Prentice the Pennypincher 3 of my gladiators.
Of what rank?
A lowly bandit of ill repute. A sickly half-elf found upon the waves on a deserted island. And a minor gnome alchemist.
Aside from the alchemist, are the others casters?
He thinks. Not primarily. Let me see. Circus sheet. Definitions.
And are they apprenti, or what are they?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. All right, diplomacy. And I'm going to make friends with him. Come on, buddy. 27.
All 3 of them are blooded.
Check definitions.
Just like the rest of your ludus. I hear that Prentice Pennywise is more powerful than Magnus himself. This pleases me, to see you floundering about. Any time you want to be rid of Magnus, we could have that arranged as well.
That is most definitely a conversation to be entertained. Not this
Interesting.
early, of course.
Of course, we wouldn't be able to kill him, not outright. He would have to go and pay his respects to a captain that he betrayed. So is it agreed? 3 against 1. Trust me, this driftwood is barely a man. When we found him, he could barely stand. Weak oafish constitution runs in his veins.
No invisibility, standard rules on ranged weaponry.
No invisibility. Of course, the alchemist will bring his tricks.
They should be limited as per typical rules, yes? I believe it's 6 bits of ammunition.
Oh yes, fine. We will limit the alchemist to 6 of his bombs. What of the rules of plunder? There will be plunder, will there not?
Of course. What would be the normal? I was see before there was like purses and stuff that the city brought forward, or
Yeah, there is. He's talking about like
where does
gear on the gladiators.
yeah.
I fully expect this Prentice Pennywise to have something worthwhile picking up. I do not wish to risk 3 of my gladiators and all of their booty.
They will. He will be outfitted with no less than 3 talents worth of gear. All to the victor go the spoils.
3 talents.
In my head, that was a +1 weapon with +1 armor. So.
Yes. And should you win, whichever is so unlikely, you will pay us a talent in compensation for the things that we will leave on the field.
So we win, we get, but I guess we get their gear. We'll get an alchemist kit at a minimum, and then whatever these other yackholes do, don't know. They're not primary spellcasters, which could mean bard. It's kind of a dicky thing to. Not primarily. Oh, really? He just sings a lot. Don't worry about it.
If that is agreed, we can move on to the wager, my favorite part.
Yes, that is agreed.
Very well. 15 talents that we win. He seems to know that it's a lot for you.
Yep. Big money baller, let's...
Big money baller with the booming hat and the big hat, or the booming voice and the big hat.
Agreed.
Oh. I was not quite expecting this type of visit. So aggressive, Ashoka. I do hope that the Crimson Scale has deep pockets. Draft the papers in whatever way that you wish. Know that if you try to screw me, I've got a nice anchor that we can etch your name into.
A pleasure treating with you, Zavros.
May we all drown in the end. For some, it will be sooner than later when they drown on their own blood. Get back in there. He just sort of flips the tentacle back into the...
Bow, make the way out of the thing.
Okay.
Check for a little... Oh, no poop. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Alright, no poop. You notice that Chanticleer is staring down 3 guys with like gaff hooks and one of them has a scimitar. Like he's like they're like 20 paces from each other, but they're staring each other down. He's rolling up his sleeves. Does this count as a fight?
Is there anybody who's unconscious?
No. There are 3 of them that have taken out weapons and they're looking at him. Like they notice this fire priest standing outside of the water temple.
No.
I was certainly hoping to roast something today. Very well, then. Let us remove ourselves from this place that smells of rotten fish and seaweed.
Okay, we'll go back through the gate with Chanticleer. I will pay him his 100 gold on the other once we get to the side.
Okay, pay the 2 silver for getting back into the gate. It is the Duke's tax.
The Duke's tax. All right. We need to get him gear. We need to get Prentice the bestest fucking murderous gear, and we also need to gather information to figure out what type of bombs that alchemist throws, so that we can protect Prentice from those bombs.
Okay, so you're gonna do some spying on that apprentice or that alchemist.
Yeah, I know what Prentice does. I need to know what the alchemist does.
Okay, got it.
And I don't have to worry about the betting thing because we made the bet already. The bet was made. Oh God!
You did what? The guy who lost $2,000 laughing at you as you just made a 15 grand times 50. That's how many dollars approximately that is.
Yep. Well, don't worry about it. I don't know what to do if this goes wrong, though. All right. So we've got a non-lethal fight for the other guys to fight. If I lose the fight, we lose 16,000 because I have to pay the friggin' city 1,000 gold pieces to use Prentice.
No, 2,000.
Oh yeah,
1,000.
We get
right.
13.
Yeah.
We get 13,000 because I gotta pay that guy one, and then I gotta pay for losing. I gotta pay him one because you lost. Here's 1,000. No, I'm playing.
Hey man, when they can make all sorts of shitty deals. Chanticleer walks you all the way back to your front door.
Yep.
He waits outside to be paid.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Pay him. No, it's it's actually good because chances are the 3 guys are gonna have more money worth of gear than Prentice did. Right, so it's offsetting the gear differential. Or maybe they're just going to send them out there naked and we got 1,000 out of this.
All right. Chanticleer is from a family of tobacconists. You know he's an Ifrit, so there's probably a family of Ifrits. I'll
invite him in if he wants to.
We'll call it
come take a look
Kozuth's
around.
Pipe. We need a location for Kozuth's Pipe. I'll say this little building all the way over here. Kozuth's Pipe. Chanticleer goes back home. He gives you a business card for his family, which actually has like a minor illusion on it of like this big Ifrit smoking
probably some abjuration that keeps it from catching on fire, or it's
Right.
on metal.
like this big Ifriti smoking from this giant pipe, like a big bold looking pipe. It's kind of a neat card.
All right. Maybe we burn our gladiators that don't do well. Piss people's food. It's burning hands your ass. Ah!
create a big bonfire and burn people alive in the middle of your courtyard. That piss you off. Wow, that's a bit much.
That might be a bit much. That might be a little bit. All right, I need to go to quickly grab some food.
Okay.
That'll
So
be
what am I setting up? Which fight are we doing first?
There's 3 fights. You know what? Set up the set up the Pennywise fight.
The Prentice
That's the
Pennywise?
important one. Yeah, that's the one that actually matters. We're gonna have to get him some.
You're not betting on the other one. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, we'll bet on the other one, but it's gonna be like, it won't be a 15,000 freaking bet.
All right, so
We have to bet on the other one a little bit just to break even on it, because we had to pay a talent to get the fight started.
Yep. Oh,
I mean, we could do the other one. Actually, no. Let's do the other one first because it'll be fun to have other people there to watch that one and chew their fingernails.
Yep.
Yeah. Do the other gladiators first, and throw fighter on Sona if you could. While I'm going through things, if you've got.
I don't know if I have enough time for that, but okay. We still need to do the 20% chance random event though.
Oh,
No
did we
random
go
event.
through all the things of this cycle yet? Or...
Yep.
Okay.
Or did we? No, we didn't. We set them up. Okay, so there's no random event, but we still need to do all the rolling, right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Roller.
Sona to level. He needs 2 wins.
He is a win.
He has got 1 win.
Okay. He'll have one more turn to. He's got one more try to level up before this fight.
Yep. Drull. He's trying to do dex training.
Shit.
Nope.
It's fucking.
Drain. You're trying to improve. You're trying to not piss in his cornflakes. Actually, Drain's okay with attitude. You might be like overdoing it, but that's fine. Giving
Do
him
we
a
still
morale
have
bonus?
one entertain?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get him a morale bonus. I want to see. He might end up being the one who's whipping. 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, his morale is quite high right now. He might have a bonus when he gets into the ring for his fight.
Cool.
Prentice Pennywise. I could have sworn
success.
we already rolled these, but
Did we? I don't know. I can't
yeah, because
remember.
Prentice Pennywise doesn't have he's got an attitude problem, but not. Yeah, we already rolled these.
Okay, so this would be you keep those rolls to the next block,
Okay.
or re-roll them. I don't care. I'm really hungry. I have to go put food in me.
Okay.
My pork rinds are only taking me so far.
Awesome. Because that was the Gestalt training. Oh no, maybe we didn't roll them. But you didn't get rid of all of it. Yeah, I think we did roll. Okay. All right, let's set up that first fight. Toasty, how's it going? The first fight is Sona. Yeah, Adam's just running to go grab some food. I am setting up a fight between some of their gladiators of their Ludus and another Ludus's gladiators. So we need a Sona. Sona is the blue guy. He is the bard of the stable and the whipmaster. So here's Sona. Where are you, Sona? Sona not on here? Did he? Oh, Sona didn't fight. He was on injury reserve. There he is. We'll stick him in the civic arena, in the veins of the civic arena. There's Sona. He's a Samsaran, which means he's blue. They are in a city called Vatapol. They have moved from the Imperial City to Vatapol, which is kind of like a feeder city. It's a smaller city where many important gladiators have been trained. They left the politics of the imperial capital behind and are trying to start out their own ludus here. They haven't made it to the big leagues yet. Effectively, they're in the feeder leagues. I started them out in the Imperial City, so they got a taste of like what to expect when they go there. The Imperial Prince sits in the Imperial City, and he is the one that they need to impress, as well as a bunch of other nobles and greater officials. All right, we have Sona, who's going to fight alongside with Droll, who is their very depressed gargoyle. And kind of dumb gargoyle. They've been trying to treat Droll really nicely, and Droll's just not responding to the entertainment that they've thrown at him. And then they've got their archer named Drain, kind of like Wayne with a D. And the three of them are fighting 3 Knights of Vatapole. Or actually, no, 3 sword and board fighters from the House of the Broken Shield. So let's find some knightly looking dudes. Effectively like heavy footmen. Yeah, there we go. They've got 3 against 4. Now, the advantage that they have is that Droll, their gargoyle, requires magic weapons to get through his damage reduction. So these 4 knights may be fucked. I'll have to make a roll to see if they understand how to affect Droll. And then what level should I make these warriors? They're basically young, well-armored lads that are beholden and charmed by their absolutely beautiful mistress by the name of... Did I put her on here? There she is. The Lady Daestra of the Broken Shield. She is kind of like a Joan of Arc type character. She doesn't fight, but she dresses up like a knight. And absolutely has all of these young knights of the city just fawning over her. She's refused to meet with the PCs, the PC masters of the Ludus, because they refuse to like gaze upon this magical painting that she has set up at the front of her house, which charms people. So they suspect that she won't talk to anyone who doesn't love her. So they've had to resort to setting up fights in the mail, using messengers and the like. All right, so chat, should I make these guys have oils of magic weapon so they can actually fight? I think I will. I think they're also going to be armed with some magical ammunition. Like, they saw Droll chew people apart. It's not like Droll is a surprise anymore. He's not a surprise. Given that she's a charmer, chances are she's some sort of magus, witch, arcane caster. Well, yeah, the only thing Joan of Arc about her, I was thinking more like the knightly woman that inspires others. Yeah, you don't know minus the religion. Yes. Okay. The knightly guys, I think I'm going to give them some magic ammunition. They'll have bows, swords, and shields. That way, if Droll starts flying around, they'll be able to take them down. It also drops some treasure if they fall. They'll lose their weapons anyways. Yeah. Yep. We'll make it oils of magic weapon on their swords. That way, you know, they don't have like $8,000 worth of +1 swords in the ring. And then what level should I make them? I'm thinking 3. Let's see. Would standard 4th level fighters be too much? Like 40 hit point dudes? That might overwhelm them. And Adam's back. So let me know. Yeah, I like that idea randomly.
Oh, something I can put myself on mute while I eat and
no, that's
take
fine.
my headset off.
That's fine. We're ready. We're ready. Okay, who is seeing the gladiators down into the veins?
Well, time is getting well. There's a whole other phase before the fight.
Oh, right. Okay, so we'll go back to.
There's a whole other turn.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that those entertainment. I think we already rolled through the entertainment rolls because everyone is happy at this point. So, I think we.
No, we had like we were booking fights not for the next block, but 2 blocks later.
Yep.
Because originally we were going to save a block for betting.
Yep. Okay. So we've got a bit of roster management. All right. So Sona we'll just keep as 1 for level there, but the rest will be already spent. So Ashoka was going to set up some gambling, but apparently he's already done that. He did 2 birds with 1 stone. Is there something else that you're going to do? You could effectively help train Sona so that you make sure that he's ready for the next match. You're a sorcerer. You could train the bard. Is basically what I'm saying. So it's like arcane training 7 could happen in that turn to get your 2 wins. Arcane training 7.
We'll do that.
Okay. So he's actually at 0 to 2 then. Drull, what are you doing with him? He failed all of his dex training. Yeah, Foxfire, that's exactly what we're thinking.
I guess dex. Well, more dex training.
Okay, are you going to put 3 against it with a chance for him to do it before the fight, or?
Yeah, we should probably focus on the guys who are about to fight. Give me a second.
Okay, 3 or 4 or 5, like.
Yeah.
Magnus spending all of his time with Drull.
Yeah. Magnus is just working with Drull.
Okay. Drain.
Drain. I think Drain's stats are good enough that he can do other things. So many.
Yeah, I think his morale is good, and he's doing okay.
His physicals suck. He is an archer. Let's get him another point of dex. So like dex training and put 4 into it, I guess.
He's 3rd level?
He is 2nd level.
Okay. And you're putting all of your resources into... I think you
all
only
the
have
remaining
3.
resources.
I think you only have 3.
Oh, that's right. If we only have 3, then we're putting 3. Training, we have 3. Yeah.
And 3. Prentice, before the match, his attitude is different. You haven't really... Like, you need to define the thing that you're trying to do to make Prentice like indifferent towards Ludus instead of like unfriendly.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get him a bunch of gear. Like, we're gonna be decking him out with. I know I said no less than 2,000 or no less than 3,000. It's probably gonna be more like 8,000 gold pieces worth of stuff.
Okay. Like how many talents worth of money are you decking him out with?
The minimum will be, excuse me.
How are you getting this gear?
Well, I kind of want to just punch Magnus and take his armor and hand it stick it up Prentice, which is part of the reason why. Like, I think this has teamwork involved in it.
Got it.
Like I think
because your market basically can buy a talent worth of thing per point if you make your rolls, right?
Right. So, I'm not. We need a plus. So, like the crafting that Phineas might be doing might not be the tattoo. How much can Phineas craft per turn?
Phineas can craft 5,000 gold pieces per turn, unless he's quick crafting. So. 8,000. He's got 2 grand left. He could craft a +1 sword in that time. So it's a +1 gladius.
Yeah, so it'll be a +1 gladius and magic armor, and it might be Magnus's armor. I'm not quite certain where we're getting the magic armor from yet, though.
You could roll a market check. If you roll 1 success, you could buy magic armor.
Okay, there'll be a market check to buy. Oh, excuse me. You're awful. Win-win.
Roll 2d6.
Market check. Okay. I'll do that right now.
Otherwise, you're going, Magnus, you're training. You don't need this. You don't need your armor on while you're getting your tattoo. Where you're getting the tramp stamp.
What?
Yeah, you.
One success.
Yeah, you can buy some light magic armor, +1 armor. Subtract the money from your sheet. All right, let's see. You spent three grand so far on Prentice. Are you giving this to him, or is this belonging to the Ludus and you're just allowing him to use it? I guess technically he doesn't have the ability to own property anymore.
Correct.
Okay, I'll say that there are 2 dice that you get to affect his attitude.
Attitude?
Yep.
Okay.
You're actually not just sending him out there in fucking loincloth and like a shitty gladius. You're saying, here's some proper gear. We want you alive.
Yeah.
We want you to do well. Yeah.
And then before the fight, we're going to be getting him like resist energy fires and all that other crap too. So but that'll be the other thing. So 2d6, double sixes. Come on, you whiny baby. Double sixes.
All right. He appreciates this because he thinks in his mind that if he wins and slaughters lots, that eventually some official is going to give thumbs up to him to live and might get out of his predicament. So I'm going to say his attitude is now like even keel. Like he's indifferent towards Ludus, but I'm going to say his morale is actually up a little bit with the double sixes.
Swordmaster's Flare is a cheap item that does panache stuff.
All right, what is Prentice doing before his fight? What are you guys spending on?
Prentice needs to...
His ability scores are good.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was built with the 14 method, so he can't train any of his bills.
Mm-hmm. Prentice needs to...
Oh, that's not true. He's got some weird...
He's got a 13 in there.
Ability scores.
I think he's got above average because he had a 12 there, but he had power attack.
Okay.
So he's 85 out of 84.
Yep.
So Prentice is going to practice not getting hit by bombs. Practice stabbing the alchemist first.
You know what? Do you have training points you want to put towards it? Unfortunately, you don't. But giving like minor morale bonuses to certain types of things could be a thing. But you don't have any training points left, so
Nope,
he's just idle basically.
Yeah.
Unless you want to try to boost his morale through the roof.
What is the morale of the other people? Tempe morale.
Akka is still down by 1. Vanu's down by 1. The others there's some that are +1 right now.
All right, we're gonna save the entertain for. I guess we'll try to entertain Akka. We'll see if that goes well, and we're gonna discipline Vanu, and that'll be up to.
Okay.
That'll be whatever Magnus decides is discipline for that.
How many entertainment points out of 4 are you giving Akka?
All of it.
E4. Okay. There's some obvious like Ashoka got the entertainment budget and is helping out his little crony. Yeah. Okay. All right. Prentice is basically preparing for his match. He's not getting any particular special treatment beyond the items that you got, and then the others, I guess, are just relaxing. And Vanu, you're disciplining.
I'll let Magnus figure out what that discipline is.
Okay. I'll put a big red D for discipline. Discipline. All right, now we need to make some rolls. Does Sona level before his fight? I need
5
7
more d6s to roll. Because
Yes,
the 2
7
we already
rolls.
rolled, and that was 1.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
Okay, he is now leveled before his fight. Droll, you are training for his dex. You need 3 wins for him to get 1 more dex.
And it's 3 dice, or what's it?
5 dice.
5 dice. All right. I'm fucking Droll, fucking defective gargoyle.
He's just so slow. You're like you temporarily magic the fucking the fucking dodgeball. It makes him angry. He kills the dodgeball. He then stands like a statue for an hour while you pelt him with things that don't hurt him. Eventually, one time he caught the ball. You're like, "Oh, you made him!" When you started aiming for his eyes. Drain is training for Dex. You've got 3 dice. He needs 2 wins.
Yeah,
Yes.
boy.
He has trained his Dex. Please add that. You are showering favors upon Akka to try to apologize for his whipping that happened like a month ago now. For Phineas's outrage at not feeding the dragon.
Being fed to the dragon, feeding the dragon.
Right. Looks like you skipped on Flea's training for level and some bull training and Akka training, but
Yep.
these guys are all tempies, so you can get that later.
Yeah, that's the general concept.
Okay, 4 dice for Akka.
Double 6s.
Also 2 1s, but okay. Double 6s. His morale is fine now. He's actually sort of happy. He's gotten
Hey, buddy.
he's gotten over the event before, although he really, really does not like the priest that you've hired.
Yeah. I don't really like the priest we hired either, so maybe we're of like we're of like mind.
Oh man, how's it going? We are live, dude. Hot mic, hot mic.
Hello? God damn it.
What? That
One
we're
button
live?
has come undone.
Look at Dapper Ahmed.
That's
In
right.
his basement with his tiles skewed off to the side.
Right.
I just woke up. I know what you're talking about. What's going on, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
I missed last.
No, you're here for the fights. You missed a couple of turns where Ashoka did some stuff. Ashoka diplomacied with a bunch
Vanu
of...
is peeing in the food. It's up to Magnus to make him stop peeing in the food.
Who?
Vanu!
Why is he doing this?
Because he's an asshole.
Because he hates Drain, so he's peeing in the gruel. That's what Nem found out. Basically, he's a lazy asshole. Is basically what he is. Magnus.
He's a
Of
lazy
course,
asshole.
he's a slave though, and he's just kind of doing the bare minimum.
Okay, so let's make this guy work hard.
So Ashoka went to Magnus and said, Magnus, Vanu is pissing in the fucking food. It's up to you to enforce discipline within the Ludus. Make it disciplined.
Yeah, sure. It's fine.
What is his punishment, Magnus?
His punishment is he gets to train for twice as long for a week, every day.
Okay, your official training resources are being eaten up on Drain and Droll this turn. So, what are you using to train him? Like, your trainers are already busy.
Oh no, he's just lifting huge boulders from that line to that line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who
You
is
ever seen
who
strongman
is-
competition?
Yeah, who is basically making sure that he's doing this for endless hours? Your security?
Sure.
All right, give me 4d6s.
I'm still loading. I don't
Okay.
have
All right.
Twitch yet.
Ahmed, Adam, give me 4d6s.
I only have VC up. That's it.
2 successes. Okay, yeah, you make your point. He is. Let's see. There's a temporary boost to his morale
Okay.
as you basically punish him. Drain really likes this, and his morale goes up.
Likes what?
You punishing Venu.
Likes
the two of them hate each other.
Yeah.
Vanu's been peeing in the dude's food. Give me a d6 roll.
Well, that's very funny, but Adam, you do it. I'm still loading, dude.
What was that?
Yeah, D6.
G6. 2.
Akka feels kinship towards Venu, and he doesn't like watching his. So far, the only 2 people that have been punished publicly in the Ludus have been him and Venu, and he's not too sure.
They're going to start a That's Racist campaign.
If they don't like it, they can keep getting punished. That's how this shit works. This is not a democracy. Ain't no human rights here, guys.
Well,
this is the shitty Imperium.
Yes, it is the shitty Imperium, and you are the masters of the shitty Ludus.
I'm being a nice master too.
All right.
Should call Chanticleer in to burn the guy. So I mean, you are pretty nice.
One of the matches that has been set up has been Sona, Drull, and Drain against 3 knights from the House of the Broken Shield.
Okay, hold on. Sona,
4 knights,
Drull, and Drain.
Yep.
4 knights from today. Against who?
Against 4 knights from the Broken Shield.
And is this to the death?
This is a submission match.
Okay.
Although you're bringing Drull into the arena, so...
Yeah. Okay.
And then Prentice Pennywise is going up.
Animals?
No, Apprentice Pennywise is going up against 3 blooded gladiators from the Sea God's Fury, and it's a death match. And Ashoka, have you told them how much you've bet on this match?
In
20.
If they don't feel the need to to help, then they get told. Okay. If they just help right away, then they don't need to know. Not all of it, just most of it, half of it. I bet half.
You bet 20 talents?
No,
25?
15.
Wait, we have 40. Oh yeah, stuff happens.
We used to have 40.
And
now
Magnus has a fight against a gnomish monk. It's a non-lethal fight that they allowed you to bring your armor and a quarterstaff into.
Because you got your ass handed to you by monks. You showed up and they beat your ass.
Okay, what are you talking about? Yeah, I heard this in discussion that Magnus got his ass kicked by monks. What?
Yes, super hard.
That's because I didn't play him.
Right.
Is the problem?
It's because we did it with the D6 method, and it was just 5 wins versus 5 losses. It was a clean sweep.
There was like a couple of lucky critical threats.
With Magnus, you don't do that. Magnus, you gotta fight. Okay, I want to win. God damn it.
All right, so they've got this gnomish monk named Giant Killer that they want to put up against Magnus in the games. And I think like a moderate amount of money has been put on this.
So did Magnus get a chance to train?
Yes, Magnus is 5th level.
Sorry, to retrain.
You have not retrained any of your feats.
You were training the warriors. You're training your fighters.
Okay.
And you were getting tattooed.
By the
Phineas
time
wrote his name.
Phineas has helped build a belt of strength +2 in tattoo form on Magnus.
Is it ready?
Yeah, it's done.
Yes, it's on. It's on your
Okay.
hips.
We thought you might like that tattoo.
Magnus, I was thinking about that when I hung up with you guys. I shit you not. Like, Magnus probably used a tattoo of his trick. I am not kidding.
Yeah,
Like,
I looked at Phineas's stats. It's like he rolls a 1, and
You guys didn't.
he gets.
You guys
the,
didn't do. You didn't add it to the character though.
we have not
No,
added
Like
the character.
stats.
No, we
Feel free.
haven't. There's like 4 different leveling operations that need to happen.
Okay,
All right,
that's
so
fine.
And
I'll
my,
make
Magnus
and my
is-
brain is broken.
Magnus is down in the veins with his gladiators. Phineas is just crafting. He doesn't. You've had him on like vampire schedule, so he's not going to go watch this fight. Ashoka, are you down in the veins with your gladiators, or are you in your crappy nosebleed seats?
Ashoka is down in the veins with the gladiators. Ashoka also has a bunch of extracts from Phineas, specifically for Pennywise.
Okay.
Uh,
We haven't trained Sonya. Magnus did train with Sonya to level up. We haven't. I actually haven't built Sonya's character sheet. I know she's a 6th level, like 2-weapon fighting fighter.
is it Sonya or Sona?
Sona is different. So yeah.
Sona needs to add Gestalt and 3rd level.
Yep. Which should be done now because he's about to fight.
Okay, oh my god, my brain. Fucking
You can handle it, man. Make your in check. Make your in check.
do it. You get fighter 3.
Okay, so Ashoka is down in the wings with the gladiators. Okay, so you've got Magnus there, Ashoka. Now, how many extracts were you? Which extracts were you expecting from Phineas?
long arms, and expeditious retreat.
Okay,
Or shield. Sorry, long arms and shield. Long arms and shield. That's it.
all right, and then Ashoka, you wanted him to prepare which ones?
We need a bark skin.
Okay,
Does he not have resist energy?
he does not.
Oh, for fuck's sake. How does he not have resist energy? Oh, this is gonna be real bad. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Who's fighting who? Why do you want this resist energy?
Because he's fighting an alchemist.
Who's fighting an alchemist?
Prentice.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Let's go and buy a potion for resist fire. Can we fucking do that? I'm sorry. A little fucked out of my mind right now. I have a really funny story to tell you, like 2 seconds worth of story, but just give me when you got time. Let me know.
Yeah, you
All
already
right,
used your commerce for this. You already used your commerce things to buy things.
21, 22.
You made an assumption, which was not true.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, Phineas is there. He's like, "What do you want now? I put the extracts there."
Resist energy fire. Which one's the resist?
What spells that? What spells that? Says Nyx. No, I don't know that one. Just stay away from fire. Just avoid it, says Phineas.
Ashoka's eyes go wide. The fuck? Alright. Alright.
Phineas doesn't seem to care. You've had him on vampire schedule.
Yep.
You're pretty sure that once he was done this belt on this tattoo belt on Magnus, like he probably hit his flay leaf pretty hard.
So it would be a bark skin and a shield, I think, would be the right combo just to keep the AC up against whatever else is there. And his job is murder the alchemist. In the ring, it's find the one who's short and stab them. And stab them and stab them and stab them. Yeah. Okay. That would be the thing. So it'd be those.
Okay. All right. So map tools is up. Who's fighting first? Knights. Oh, this is Sona and the two guys. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still loading Twitch.
Okay.
Okay, so I put the tattoo in Magnus. And all the stat stuff.
Okay. You are there early on because you don't know exactly when you're going to be called. You know that the matinee usually happens where they put condemned criminals and captives from the north. They are the commander of the garrison here, as well as the duke, and are definitely sort of more hands-on leaders. Like, they are campaigning right now against some sort of barbaric force to the north. You don't know how north it is, but there are those.
Tell my cousin I said hi.
Magnus, they're not your people. There is a vast wilderness that stretches from the continent to continent where there are different tribes of people.
Okay.
There are knights, however, which I want to find. You get your the introduction includes the requisite sort of a speech that is part propaganda, part browbeating, which everyone ends up booing. It seems to be a thing when Lady Savette Havel the Gavel speaks and addresses the crowd. This time she berates everyone for littering upon and throwing things at their graders, and goes on and on about how people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw rocks. Your houses of heresy will one day burn if you do not turn to the true light of the five-faced God, you heathens! And a bunch of people are booing, like, boo!
When is she gonna shut the fuck up?
Boo! It seems to be like the one place where people are allowed to be rowdy and actually, like boo something as important to the Imperium as the five-faced God. That's right! Get it out of your systems now! Because when the Inquisition comes here, when we overturn the rules of religion... And at this point, Dimitri steps in and is taking the talking stick away from Lady Savette Havel, because the crowd kind of turns surly when she's threatening to take away their religious freedoms that they've paid for in blood in the arena. That is not something you want to play with. You actually see people getting up in the crowds and yelling their rage at her. She seems to, like, water off a duck's back all this rage. Maybe she feeds off of it?
Fucking vile creature.
Yeah. She kind of, you can hear her still rambling away as there are others that they're taking away. Yeah, she is indeed a vile creature. Riot! Yeah, there are guards going into the stands, and they seem to be all on edge around the boxes where the important people sit. You do notice that the Duke is absent today. There doesn't seem to be many officials. Let's see who's in the crowd. Duke Nori is interested in doing something in the crowd. Chamberlain Brannick is not seen. Let's drag a bunch of them off to the side. Grandmaster Cyril the Wise is here because one of his monks are fighting. Qued is not, and even if he is, he's probably hiding. Sindar.
What are the? Sorry, it's okay. Go ahead.
Vester Aral is not here. Sabros the Blackheart is definitely here, and there's lots of people in his court that are here. Lady Daestra is here as well, surrounded by knights and squires that are fawning over her, that are spreading flowers as she walks into the stands. Always, there are these masked people at the far end that Magnus saw one day in the old market near the pantheon of the old gods. They are watching coolly at the presiding games. Cheb from the Fingers and his very large family, both in size of individuals and numbers of his family, are there. He's wondering where Phineas is. He was hoping to meet that nice alchemist he met
Wizard
in
guy.
previous days. Yeah, he's like Phineas is